All right, guys. Today I've got a special guest. We've got the one and only Mr. Graham Ferrell with Dump and Done Dumpster Rentals. How's it going, brother?
Justin, glad to be here, my guy. It's going good. I was at the dentist earlier today.
Yeah.
Something about the dentist that a lot of people don't know. It's actually relaxing. If you can find time to just
right,
relax.
for you.
Yeah, it's just you just sit there and you let people work in your mouth and you just relax, man.
Dude, I get dental anxiety so bad. I'm that guy that I had to get a root canal on Monday.
That's horrible.
Yeah,
I will say root
it
canals are
sucked.
horrible. I've had one before. It's the worst thing in the entire world.
Mason, you know Mason.
Robinson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He texted me last week and he was like, he wanted to come to BNI and he was like, I'm not going to make it. I got to get a root canal. I'm like, oh, that blows. And 4 days later, I got to get one. I'm like, damn.
They're actually the worst thing ever.
Dude, it wasn't that bad. And I get really bad dental anxiety. So I'm doctor's offices in general just freak me out. I get all worked up, but it was 45 minutes. I mean, it didn't hurt. It wasn't painful. Feels fine now, but I thought I needed to get a filling and they were like, "Nah, you got to do a root canal." So,
dentist anxiety I don't have as bad. It's massage anxiety.
oh, see, I'm the opposite. I'm great in massage.
Well,
I fall asleep.
I used to be. I used to love massage. I had a massage woman. Her name was Michelle. She was the best in the entire world. And then I strayed. She left. She went somewhere. And so I went to a place. I won't name it, but it's here in Malden.
Yeah.
And I broke my leg 15 years ago. And the bone still kind of sticks out a little bit. And I'm in the middle of this massage, and this lady starts really pressing on the bone, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" I was trying to be nice, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "2 more sessions, I can fix this." And I was like, "I'm not paying to get my bone fixed.
Yeah, you're not gonna.
I need my shoulders stretched out, man.
I'm
I'm hurting
my knee.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy. So I got home, and I had to tell my wife. I was like, "This lady tried to absolutely put my bone back in it." But bones are hard.
Yeah.
It's not like she's just playing with clay. It's a grown man's bone.
Yeah, she was just talking.
Yeah, dude. So now I
funny.
kind of have anxiety. Well, you know what else is crazy? The next 2 or 3 massages I got, I still haven't found another person. Michelle was the best in the entire world.
Yeah.
Second lady, I go to some place on Lawrence, and she starts telling me about the cult she grew up in. And she's like, "Yeah, I grew up in this cult. There's a book about it." And I was like, "I sometimes am play too easy." And I'm like, "Oh, what kind of cult is it?" And my entire massage was not quiet. My entire massage was built on her cult. And it was kind of interesting. I mean, when you talk to someone that grew up in a cult, you're kind of like, oh my gosh, your way of life is so different. And every single cult leader seems like they have 10 wives.
Dude,
so
we got to get this cult lady on the podcast.
Yeah, you should. I definitely don't remember her name, but I know exactly where she works. She probably gave me a business card. And then the next one after that, different massage therapist tried to convert me to a Jehovah's Witness mid-massage. And
oh, my God. That'll kill the vibe really quick.
Yeah. I'm pretty strong on my faith, but I'm a Christian, and I don't know. It didn't. I was cult, Jehovah's Witness, lady trying to fix my leg. Yeah. So that's what leads to massage anxiety for me.
0-3.
Yeah, it's not a good record since old Michelle retired.
Dude, I used to go to what's the place called? Over there on Woodruff Road. But I had a lady, she was from Jamaica. Her name was Karen. Dude, she was awesome. She was 60, the nicest woman ever, and she had that Jamaican accent. And she's Jamaican, so she's every time I go in there, she'd be like, "Oh, baby, you need to smoke the weed. Calm down." She's like, "You're very stressed." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I'm stressed out." But she was so cool, dude. And then she went back to Jamaica. So I haven't had a massage in probably 6 months, but she was my go-to when she was here.
Yeah, well, there's nothing better than massage unless you're trying to be converted from your religion. So
yeah,
usually pretty good besides that,
The cult one's awesome, dude. That's
yeah,
so
it was crazy. I searched it. It was a cult in Western Oregon, and sure enough, there's a documentary on them. I wish I could find the name. And I'm sure if I had time, I could probably Google it in 2 seconds. If you had a Jamie here, we could pull that up pretty quick.
We got to get us a Jamie.
But yeah, man, it was wild. And so I don't know if I've had a massage since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, on to business ventures. You own Dump and Done Dumpster Rental.
Yeah, it's the beautiful pronunciation. Man.
Yeah.
Dump and Done.
We talked about that. I had to get it right.
Yeah.
So what led you to doing that? What made you want to start that company?
When I was probably 10 years old, and my mom was telling me stories about my grandpa. He owned a gas station that was downtown off Stone and McBee, where the Sphinx is now.
Yeah,
they went to church at East Park right behind it, and they owned that gas station forever. Eventually sold it. My grandpa and my great uncle But when they sold it, they opened up a Western Auto. So like he just ran his own businesses for years. So like when I was a kid, I don't know, I was obsessed with owning a business.
Yeah.
I was also obsessed with being like a policeman and a fireman and an astronaut, right? I mean, when you're a kid, you're obsessed with everything. But the older I got, I found out my other grandpa and my grandma actually owned a Western Auto too. And my grandpa owned a barbershop for 40 years, 50 years. Everybody in York County went to get their hair cut by my grandpa.
Nice.
So I did, I know it sounds bad. I just always call it corporate America.
Yeah.
And I did that for 7 or 8 years. I was with a really large company the last 4. And I just knew, man, I wanted to do something for myself and do something on my own. I was pretty good at sales, and I was like, if you're good at sales, you can do anything.
Yeah.
If you can be real with somebody and you're not selling them, you know what I'm saying? Like, There's nothing worse than somebody that's like walking in your front door. There's no relationship building. It's just them trying to sell you something. That happened to me this morning.
Yeah.
And 5 minutes in, this guy didn't ask me a question about myself, didn't ask me. He was selling me, and I was like, hey, man, like he was there for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not going to do business with you because you're just selling me.
Yeah.
I don't like that cheesy sales.
Yeah.
But in doing that, I was a small business consultant, and I gained a lot of like understanding for like small businesses and the small businesses in the area specifically. And I just was like, I can do this, I can do it. My grandparents did it. I see all these business owners, like I know I can do it. And then it got real. When I saw my daughter pop out, I was like, okay, one, I was already a pretty strong Christian. I was pretty strong on my faith before, but I was like, okay, well, there's no other way.
Yeah.
I was like, God is real, Jesus is king, and I have to start a business. Now, they didn't all happen that quickly. I didn't say that together, but like, it was a pretty big revelation. Like you see your daughter and you're like, you see your wife, and it just like immediately, I think we got home and 2 days later, I filed the LLC, the EIN. I called my best friend and I was like, hey man, would you rent dumpsters for me if I just started a dumpster company? He was like, yeah. So, without him, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing now. He really did help me out, like, renting dumpsters from me. But it's something, and you'll know it. You'll see it.
Yeah.
How many months you got left?
About 4 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, you got 4 weeks left.
Yeah, we're getting close. Actually, a month from today is the due date.
Yeah, you'll see. And then you'll be like, okay, so everything is real. Oh, my gosh. And I know you already believe, but it's like, I don't know how to describe it. I got married. And I looked my wife in the eyes, and, your wedding day is a big day, but I didn't shed a tear. I was like, I mean, we're so close. Like, this is to me just like a final, we're getting married, and this is amazing. It's a great day. But I didn't cry. When I saw my daughter for the first time, I cried it's like uncontrollable tears. And I just have never felt that emotion before. So, you've created life. There's a Creed song about it, actually.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, man, I just, all that emotion at the same time, and I got home and I was like, I don't really want to work for somebody anymore, and I want to do something for myself. And actually, while I was on maternity leave, I got a promotion at work, and I did that for like 3 or 4 months. But even with all that, I was like working with the SBA to get a loan, which if you're trying to start a small business, the SBA is phenomenal. They help small businesses out, and they helped me a ton. It took a little while to get the loan, but they gave me the money I needed to start. And man, we're off and running now. So
yeah, you guys seem to be cooking, dude.
I think we are. I'd like to think so. I see light at the end of the tunnel. Those first couple of months, it's pretty dark. You're figuring it out, and
sure,
there's light.
Yeah, it's scary, man. It's going into business and starting your own thing. It's such a. I think that most people, at least most people that I talk to, have some type of a dream of like, even if it's not like particularly, I want to be a small business owner. It's like most people have something that they would like to do and that they wish could like be their business. And now, I mean, nowadays, a lot of people, it's like streaming or like, whatever it is. But most people have something that they're passionate about that they want to do. But it's just that fear of rejection. And I think it's just the fear and the anxiety of the investment on the front end, like quitting your job, doing all the things, getting the business loans, taking out the loan, like having to pay it back. So it's really cool that you made the leap, dude, and I'm really proud of you for that.
Yeah, thank you, man. It's scary.
Yeah, I know what it's like, dude. When I got into real estate, I was working for Publix at the time, and I like kind of similar to like what you were saying with working for like corporate America. I knew like there's no way I'm doing this forever, and I was getting promoted, and like they were like Publix was a great company. Like they took care of me. They actually have really good like incentives, and they have good retirement plans and stuff and stock options. But it just like I was miserable in my job. Like I hated the job itself. And so I just knew that like I wanted to go do something, but I couldn't ever figure out what that was until my brother like essentially talked me into real estate. But dude, when I quit Publix cold turkey because I knew they would hire me back if I didn't. So I kind of had to like blacklist myself from Publix so I wouldn't have a backup plan, which is idiotic and nobody should ever do that. But like,
but your back's against the wall.
Yeah,
what are
I
you
mean,
gonna
to
do?
me, it was, I'm like 22 at the time, 23, and I'm like, burn the boats, like I'm going in for war, baby, like win or die trying. So, call my boss, I'm like, hey, yo, I quit. like, no, don't do this. Don't. I'm like, nah, bro, I quit. I'm going to sell real estate, and I got licensed, dude. I racked up credit card debt, man. I was like donating plasma. I'm like going up to freaking Plato's Closet and like selling all the clothes I have, and dude, I would go to. I don't know if this makes me a dirtbag, but like I would go to Goodwill and like snag up some polo shirts and like, Hollister or whatever. And then I'd go to Plato's Closet right down the road and like sell them to them. And they wouldn't even take half of it. But I got better at like learning what stuff they would want. So
that's not dirtbag. That's good. That's savvy business.
I mean, I guess, but like
somebody's got to exploit.
I felt
the
bad
system.
about it at times. I'm like, man, and it wasn't like I'd make like $40, dude. But like for me at the time, like $40 would buy me 10 4-for-4s from Wendy's for the week. So I'm like, there's lunch and dinner, like I'm good. But
see, what if everybody knew that? That's in school. They don't really teach you how to,
Yeah.
I flipped couches in high school, dude. I'd pick up free couches off Craigslist. I'd clean them. Sometimes I'd use them, and then I'd resell them.
Yeah.
But there's no one in high school is like, hey, man, here's what you should do. Here's how to make money. Here's how to invest. Here's how to do this. Like, you just have to learn on your own, which is
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
I talked about this to somebody recently on the podcast. It might have been Nathan, but I was telling him, dude, when I was in high school, my senior year, I only needed 2 classes. And so, but like, you had to take at least 4 courses. So I took freaking weightlifting, and then I had I had one more class I had to fill, and I'm not doing drama, okay? So I was like, well, what else do I do?
Really?
Bro, I took ceramics for the second time. There's no like ceramics 2. I took ceramics 1 in like 10th grade, and then I took it again my senior year just because there was no other class to take. I'm like, bro, why couldn't we have had a class on like teaching me how to do my taxes, or a class on like teaching me how to start a business, or like change a tire, like teach me something, useful in the outside world. But I think they just assume your parents are going to teach you that crap.
And they don't. I mean, there's a very good book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which is like,
right. Yeah. Well, not everybody has the same upbringing.
Yeah, exactly. And like, it's just, everybody's different. And yeah, man, there's nothing in school that really teaches you. When you get to college, right? If you want to be a finance major, you can do that.
Yeah.
You want to be a business major. I was entrepreneurship. I guess, I was a business major and I minored in entrepreneurship, but it's just always something I liked.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a joke in college. My buddy in high school said that colored salt was the future. And he
like
said
pink
that
Himalayan salt?
No. So we knew that existed. We were talking about like orange salt.
Oh, Jesus.
And blue salt. And we were pitching it as, well, for elderly people who can't see how much salt they're putting on their food, they can actually see it now.
That's reasonable.
But the problem is you're just putting food dye in salt.
Right, yeah.
And I did that for 4 entrepreneurship class ideas. And my buddy was like, did you steal my idea from high school and just use it? And I was like, yeah, man, if I make any money, I owe you pretty much everything. I'm not joking. I made $0. My roommates threw all of it out because they got sick of seeing colored salt. And now colored salt is just like a meme in my group chat that people are like, dude, colored salt, what a dumb idea. And I'm like, well, actually, it's my buddy Andrew's idea. So you can't really blame me. I just took the idea and ran with it.
That's hilarious. It's funny, though, because like there's actually some reasonable usability to that. So
no, there is, and I was kind of like BSing I was selling my weight. We finished like 3rd.
Yeah.
You know who finished 1st was their famous Kanga casemate. They're like pretty big.
The beer case?
Yeah, they
no
were in.
Way.
Yeah,
like a little koozie thing.
So let's just say in
That's
an
so
alternate
cool.
universe, colored salt finishes 1st.
Yeah.
And, you never know what happens.
You're like a billionaire in a different timeline.
Different timeline. People understand the impacts of too much sodium. Or even like you could put them on margaritas in a college town. Like think about it.
Yeah, look cool, school colors. Yeah, purple and orange.
It's fun, right?
Yeah.
But I guess the investor didn't say so. Oh, that's one of my favorite stories. Is there's an investor there. He's from Britain.
Yeah.
And I didn't know we were presenting that day. 100% on me. I showed up. Everybody else is business casual in my group, tucked in. Some people are wearing ties. I have athletic shorts, rainbows, and a tiger T-shirt that's just like a giant tiger. It's like tie-dye. And I get up there. It's my idea. I'm doing the presentation. So I finish, and this guy from Britain looks at me, and he's like, they're like angel investors. Like, they come to those classes to try and invest in businesses.
Yeah.
And he's like, there's a war going on in Syria, and you think I care about the color of my salt? And I was like, dude, I don't know what's going on in Syria, man. Like, I'm like 21 in college. Like, I have no idea what you're talking about. If you don't like the salt, just a simple no.
Don't buy it.
Yeah, just a simple no would suffice. But anyways, man, yeah, the war in Syria and colored salt, I'd like to peg that maybe why it never worked.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it was horrible, dude. I was just like, I'm so sorry to my group. Like, I'm sorry, guys. Like, I think we went from like a pretty high score to like a B, and like one of them was my best friend in the group who's still in Greenville now, and he still messes with me about it sometimes, but like, I mean, we went from an A to a B. I was a C student, you know, so it's a big deal degrees. For me. Yeah, exactly.
Dude, have you seen he's on TikTok, but I think he's on other stuff too. The guy that's like it's like the POV, like you sit next to this kid in community college. Do you know what I'm talking about? Dude, they're so funny. I went to Greenville Tech, so like for me,
I did too, brother.
They hit home, dude. There's like, I'll have to show it to you after, but they're so funny. But he's hilarious, dude. It's like he's just like trolling like basically, you know, dipstick college kids like we were, but they're really funny. So I'll get back to Dump and Done, right? So when did you guys officially start?
Middle of October.
Okay, so it's been a few months.
It's been a few months. I left my job officially, I think like the 3rd or 4th week in October, and I booked a pretty big job, and I was like, well, this will cover me for the next like 2 months. Thinking kind of irrationally, but I just went for it, and you know, we are where we are now. I have a really good marketing team that's like helping me out with everything. So yeah,
you're doing really good on social media. I've liked the videos.
Yeah, dude, they're Alpine Marketing. They're these 2 young guys from North Greenville. They rock. Yeah, like they're awesome. They came and rode with me in the truck one day, just kind of hung out. It was more like hanging out with 2 dudes than you know, like actual marketing guys, I guess. Like it was very non-corporate. Like they were just having fun.
Yeah, down to earth guys.
Yeah, man, they're super cool. But it's just the business in itself is there's a lot of dumpster companies. How do you differentiate yourself, right? And that's relationships. And I think just being a normal person and not BSing people it goes a long way, right? Being a genuine person, being authentic, like that goes a really long way. And you know, I actually started years ago in college. I started a marketing company. Unintentionally, I was like on Twitter, and you know, you might not know this, but people called me the Podfather in 2016. That
was it Johnny
Rambos?
Rambos, yeah.
Those have been scrubbed from the internet. Those will never see the light of day ever again.
Delete all that shit.
Yeah, they're gone for sure. I cannot have those out there. But anyways, like back then, I was trying to like gain followers and stuff for my podcast through Twitter. And I created this account called Connecting Sports Writers and Podcasters. So I was like, you know, like, hey, follow this person. It'd be like follow trains, which is so ridiculous to say out loud. But anyways, it got like 11,000 followers. And it started, I would run marketing ads for like 20 companies a week. Yeah. And then I would also run ads for people that were looking for writing jobs. So I was like kind of getting paid on both ends. And like as a college kid, you're like, dude, I'm getting like $100 a week, $200 a week from this. Like, I was making enough to go out to eat, like go out and drink, like have a good time. And that was kind of my first like real like, oh, this is cool. I'm not a business owner. I didn't have an EIN or an LLC. Yeah. I never paid taxes.
Don't say that on there.
This was a long time ago. I don't think the IRS was defunct yet. But you know, is the IRS exist anymore? Didn't they cancel the IRS?
I hope so. That'd be great because I'm about to do my taxes right now.
Yeah, I am too. That'd be cool if they cancel the IRS.
Actually, I'll vote for it.
Yeah, no, I had a friend that got let go and all that happened from the IRS. And then recently they reached back out to him and said they're hiring again. So they're really cracking down, I think, on real estate agents and dumpster companies. Yeah, so if you happen to be in real estate or a dumpster company, you're probably coming after you pretty hard. Yeah. So I don't, you know, not that hits home or anything, but definitely could be a pretty big deal. But back to dumpsters, you know, we got look at this. Look what my wife got me. You see this, man? She got me as a Christmas present.
We have I've got a Remax Reach one of those. This is cool.
Yeah, it's like a fun idea.
Yeah.
Well, and when you own a business, right? Like people can just get you stuff with your brand on it.
Yeah, it's a cool gift. Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. You never know it'll spark a conversation though. I have a friend that's a realtor and she's one of those like she's real quirky. Like she works at coffee shops and stuff all the time. Definitely not my brand or my vibe.
God,
But
quirky is such a good word there.
dude, but the back of her computer says, like, please, for the love of God, ask me about real estate. Because, like, she's always just sitting at coffee shops, like, working. And she said that people all the time talk to her about how funny the sticker is. But then she's, like, is getting really good at, like, actually getting a decent conversation out of it. And she's gotten several clients from that. So
Really?
Yeah. I mean, you truly never know, dude. I got a buyer one time. She'll be on the podcast in a couple weeks. But she was a manager at a Starbucks, and I was doing a buyer consultation at a Starbucks. So I was just meeting with a buyer and first-time home buyers, basically teaching them how to buy a house. And the girl just like overheard me talking the whole time, and she was like kind of sort of like listening in. I could tell that she was standing by her table a lot. I thought she just had really great customer service skills. And then at the end, the person I was meeting with there left, and she came up to me and was like, "Hey, like you're a realtor, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, obviously." And she was like, "Well, I really want to buy a house," and I was definitely like eavesdropping the entire time. But can you do one of these with me? Because I missed a lot of stuff. And I was like, yeah, of course. And then she ended up buying a house with me. But I mean, you never know when or where you're going to meet people. So like having branded stuff, man, it does a lot.
That's crazy. You know, we're branding next. This is our big play. It's not even a big play.
You getting a NASCAR?
I'm not kidding. Yeah, no, we're doing a race car.
Oh, dude, I was just winging it.
Yeah, awesome. I was like, God, there's no way he knows this.
Oh man,
we're sponsoring a race car that races in Anderson, Pickens, Easley, and Travelers Rest.
Dude, that's super cool.
For a whole season, and we're kind of gonna make it like a content thing, like you know, when PMT bought a lacrosse team, or when Ryan Reynolds bought Wrexham.
Yeah,
we've got our guy.
Yeah,
he's a driver. Yeah. I mean, he grew up out there. He called me one time and was like, "Well, here's sponsorship stuff." Like, and I was like, "Dude, you didn't have to say anything else. You grew up at the track. I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm
put me on the hood.
1,000,000% in, dude." So I'm getting some of my buddies to like sponsor it. So like we can have a reason to go watch races on a Thursday or a Friday or Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday.
Yeah,
and I'm hyped, man. I don't know if I'll even get any business from it, but I think it's worth it for the content we're about to do.
It's going to make for really fun content, and you're going to enjoy it, which is what matters.
Yeah, and if he wins, I asked him, I was like, dude, what kind of access can we get? Can I like come center field if you win with champagne?
Oh, yeah, dude.
He's like, dude, please.
You got to do like a jackass skit. Like let him run you over or something with like a car or like. He's sitting out the hood, waving the American flag.
That's what's going to happen. Yeah. I mean, so we're going to make this an entire spectacle. The other people are going to be like, man, those guys kind of stink. And we're going to be like, yeah, but we're winning.
Yeah.
You know?
It'd be even more ironic and funny if like he came in last place in like every race and you make a joke out of it.
I'm going to be honest, that could happen.
Like, dude, we're better at the whole dumpster thing. Like we're getting into racing, but
it's just it's a slow burn. It's like when an American team gets into F1, it just they're not the best.
Yeah.
You know, it's when a Malden guy gets into the Anderson region, we sometimes don't excel.
Yeah, we got to adapt.
Yeah.
We got to stop by Possum Kingdom and go to that dirt track.
So sometimes it's tough, man. But yeah, I don't know what number the car is going to be. All I know is that we're sponsoring a race car, me and like 3 or 4 other guys, and we're stoked.
Yeah.
I mean, I called my wife to make sure I wasn't crazy and like, is this worth the investment? She's like, yeah.
I'd have done it. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, please. I want to go watch this guy race cars.
Dude, I'll sponsor it with you next year.
Yeah, come on.
That's awesome.
He does mud and asphalt, and he's trying to get more than asphalt. All terrain. Dude. I mean, this Dump and Done logo is going to get annoying, especially if he's good. I have no idea if he's good or bad. I have no video on this guy. I just know that he likes racing. He said he grew up at the track, and I'm like, yeah, that's Ricky Bobby. Like, that's what I'm feeling. Like, I'm like, this guy was born to race, so he's my guy.
It's in his blood, dude.
It's literally his DNA is racing, and that's now a part of my DNA. I'm a race guy now. So
that's so sick. You have to get some action on the lines. Tell me what the betting odds are.
The joke is, how do we open up legal bets at a racetrack?
Yeah,
and we haven't figured that out yet. That's still
you could do prop picks, I guess. Interesting.
Yeah, we're just gonna put our guys in underdog and hammer him every time. We just gotta find somebody to be the house.
That's so funny, dude. Oh my god, that's super fun. I'm doing very different vibe, but I just sponsored the Woodmont High School baseball team. So
whoa,
I'm the scoreboard sponsor. So
that's actually pretty cool.
I'm trying to do Malden High's football team for next season right now. So I was talking to Coach Mach, if you remember him from Malden. He's the athletic director there now.
Hey, Woodmont?
No, Malden.
Oh, Malden.
Yeah, so I was gonna do both. My neighborhood's zoned for Woodmont, so like I do a ton of sales in my. I have 3 listings going live in my neighborhood in the next like 2 or 3 weeks. So
wow.
I do a lot in there. But a lot of my clients have kids that play for Woodmont. And so one of my, not even a client, just a neighbor was like, hey, my son's on the baseball team. We're looking for sponsors and they own a business. And I was like, yeah, I'll do it for sure. So I'm going to be like the scoreboard sponsor. I'm still not 100% sure what all comes with it. I know like my logo goes on the scoreboard and they do like an announcement at every game. But I'm going to go to some of the games and just like try to meet people and stuff. So it'll be kind of cool. But
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
yeah, I've never done anything like that before. So it's going to be cool to kind of get into different areas. But I'd love to do football next year at Malden since I played there. So
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Seems like it's like the necessary thing to do.
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
And I don't want to start too crazy of a debate here. But,
Yeah.
You know, Parker says he was the best receiver to ever come through Malden. And, you know, I don't know if that's true. He said it was definitely better than you. But
He was better than me, yeah.
Dude, why do you give that up so easy for, man?
Dude, no, I should have played defense more. Like, I was good. I mean, I started varsity. Like, I was a good football player. But I was more, like, when I played, I wasn't juking people. Like, I like to hit, and I wasn't very big. I'm like 195 right now. I was like 170 in my senior year of high school, and I thought I was like, you know, freaking Peyton Hillis. Like,
But you're a Christmas Eve All-Star. There's a
yeah,
Christmas Eve
yeah,
All-Star
I
team.
mean, we got some.
Well, let's talk about Christmas Eve. I mean, there's some studs that come out to Christmas Eve.
There's like two.
Studs.
Yeah, there's a couple.
I'm saying
studs
that come out there. Okay.
There's some guys. There's some dudes.
There are some dudes, man, and at one time you were one of them. We've had some ringers that came in. People, you brought that one guy one year that was just a freak and caught every ball ever.
Yeah, my buddy August. He's come a couple times now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was the original ringer. There's a guy named Connor that came with a guy named Dylan one time. I had no idea who this guy was.
Yeah.
Just a freak athlete.
Yeah.
And it's always sad to see like people being better than you at your own game.
Yeah.
As you know, you got to hang them up. So
Yeah.
I retired from all sports.
I told a few people in our office about, because I thought we were doing the game again this year, and I was mentioning it to the one guy. I was like, yeah, I've been doing it for like 20 years now. I've gone to like, I don't know, probably 10 of them or so. I've been going since high school. But I was like, yeah, we go every year. It's cool. Get to see people. That's like several people. That's like Hunter Dossie. Like, I've seen him 4 times since high school. I think all 4 times were at Christmas Eve games. So it's just cool because it's like a way to keep up with people that you don't really talk to, or you know, that you wouldn't talk to otherwise. But I was bummed we didn't do it this year, man. I was texting him like, bro, what are we doing? Like, where's the gang?
I know, and I felt bad, but me and Hayden just talked about it, and like we just this year, like I think he had to work on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And me having a new daughter was it was tough. Now that does selfishly ruin the game for everybody else, but I mean, we were the backbone. It started at 7 Squires Meadow Court and went on from there, and then they did a documentary on it. Greenway,
I remember
and
it was
Tyler.
cool, dude.
Yeah, it was fun. We did like a showing at Stonehaven Clubhouse, and yeah, it was fun, man. It's just like, but like you said, like the camaraderie and like being able to see all those people that you don't normally see.
Yeah.
You know, like, and you know, not to get too deep, but it's like multiple people that played in the game passed away, and it's like, sometimes you feel like that game is, you know, it's important, right?
Yeah.
Brad was one of my best friends,
Yeah.
you know, I've ever had, and like. He sadly passed away a couple of years ago, and it was like that first year after, like, you know.
Yeah, I remember that. It was a weird game.
Yeah, but the game was like for Brad, right?
Yeah.
Like it was like, and then, you know, Haskell and Jordan passed away. God, it's been some years now, and we played the game that year after for them, and it was like, you know, you have all these people and these friends over the years, and you see people pass away, and it's horrible, but it's like you can kind of give them a little bit, you know, it's not much, but it's like, hey, we're playing the Christmas Eve game for them. Yeah. It's kind of our way of, I guess, giving back or remembering them.
Yeah. I felt like Malden was kind of a unique school too. Like there's a lot of crossover, like Jailman and Hillcrest too, but like a lot of my like buddies that grew up in different like parts of the country or like different parts of the state even, their high schools were like super, super cliquey. And I felt like Malden had like kind of cliques, but like there was a lot of crossover with it. So like a lot of the guys that like I see at that game, like I'm not like buddies with, like we don't hang out or anything, but like I consider them friends because I mean I'm friendly with them. I see them, I know them, I've known them for a long time. But it's cool for that reason too, though, because it kind of keeps everybody in the same loop. And then when something does happen, like you know if somebody passes away or something, it's kind of like a grounding event when you see like how many people cared about the person, like even like, oh, we didn't talk to him every day, but like when Brad passed away, like that hit me really hard too. And I wasn't super close with him, like I never really hung out with Brad outside of school and stuff, but I felt like I'd known him forever. So it's weird. It's a weird thing that kind of shows you how close people are, even if they're not really seeing each other every day.
Yeah, you're right though. Like I feel like there's like 6, 7, maybe 8 generations of people that like from Malden that come to the game.
Yeah.
So you just get all these like people from, you know, people that are 34 to 24. And it's just cool that everybody kind of talks, converses, and like you said, it's not really cliquey, and it's just nice. Like half the guys, like I wasn't even in high school with, that show up sometimes, and I'm meeting new people that are younger every year that come to the game. So yeah, it's fun, man. It's just I hate that we didn't do it this year. We'll be back. We'll put on record now. This is live. Christmas Eve game will be back in 2026.
You'll be hearing from my lawyer if it's not.
Yeah, that's fun, dude.
Yeah, dude, that'd be fun, man. That'd be a good time. It's even funny. It's kind of funny too, because like you're watching a lot of people like just really get out of shape now. It's like, man.
Oh yeah.
It's like, yeah, we're going downhill pretty quickly here.
I think it's the problem is like everybody, like a lot of people had kids this past year.
Yeah.
And like I know for one, I was in horrible shape.
Yeah.
If I tried to run down the field once, I would be out of breath. I get out of breath now lifting weights, and like I'm just so out of shape. It's almost depressing. It is crazy. You see people grow. Like you see guys that would come in like, I don't know, from like 9th grade on, and then he comes back 10 years later, someone, and there's like a full grown beard and a family, and you're like, dude, that's a grown man.
Yeah, it's a grown ass man.
Yeah, it's a fully grown adult right there. I remember when you were a kid, man. So that aspect is really cool of it.
Yeah. What's your experience been with Dump and Dumb? Like, are you getting a lot of support from old friends, different business owners and stuff?
Yeah, I would say I'm getting a pretty good support. I'd say a lot of my friends like follow me, and they pitch me, and my family's always pitching me to people.
Yeah.
But family support is important, and friend support is important. But it's also like you kind of have to go out and like find it yourself, and that's what's been like to me the most like fun part is like I don't want to say I loved cold calling. I love finding business out of nowhere.
Yeah. It's thrilling. It's exciting.
Yeah, man. And like, dude, like I've had definitely like friends and family have helped a ton. I had one of my best friends did my website. One of my best friends did my logo. One of my best friends did the stickers on the dumpsters. It's like I use all my people for pretty much everything.
Yeah.
So that's a cool part of it. I actually I left them 2 dumpsters at my buddy's company when they were putting the logos on them and got a load from that. Like a guy called me and was like, hey man, I see him sitting out here. Can I just throw stuff in there? Do I need to bring it to my house? Like, just bring it to your house, man. Like,
yeah.
So I rented it to him. But just like little stuff like that's cool where you can pick it up, man. Because like right now, every dumpster I rent matters.
Yeah.
Because I'm still growing, man. I'm learning. I'm figuring it out.
How many dumpsters do you have right now?
15.
15. Okay, cool. Do you have like a goal by the end of the year?
Yeah, I'd like to be at 40 and have 2 trucks by the end of the year.
Okay.
And I like to hire a driver. So, because like right now, I do everything. I drive. I sell. I have an accountant who does all my books and
bookkeeping.
Yeah, and she stays on me pretty hard. Like,
yeah,
I like that aspect. Like she's like not intense, but she's just like, you need to get this done. Like you need to do this.
Yeah, keeping you in check.
Yeah, and I have to have that because I'm not a super organized person. So like she helps me with organization and just like will send me 3 emails and be like, you need to get this done. What are you doing?
Yeah,
and I'm like, yeah, I got you. My bad. And it's just like sending her like a receipt or something. But
yeah,
she keeps me on my toes, man.
That's good that you've already outsourced so many things this early on. A lot of business owners, I still struggle with this a lot. Like I don't even have a bookkeeper yet because I'm such a control freak. Like a lot of business owners, when they start, they don't want to outsource anything. So like they don't get the social media guys, they don't get the accountant or the bookkeeper or whatever, and they end up struggling because they spend so much time doing that stuff that they're not out doing the money making things. Like with you, like you need to be in front of people all day. 1, because you have a good personality, but 2, because it's like you're the face of the company. So like hiring a driver is going to be huge for you because that's going to give you more time that you can be out selling. But that's good that you started so quickly. I mean, just a few months in, you're already hiring out stuff because most people take years to do that kind of stuff.
I saved, like, when I realized what I was going to do, like, I saved up enough to where I was like, hey, man, like, I can put as much of my effort in this business for, like, probably a year before I, like, if it doesn't work in a year, we're going to have some tough conversations, some real tough conversations.
Yeah. But
it's trending in the right direction. But, dude, it's like if you hire people, and like I said, I was a small business consultant for 4 years. So, like, I got to see what if this is a good business, what did they do?
Yeah.
If this is a good business, what did they do? If this is a bad business, what did they do? So like I'm curious. I ask questions. So like in knowing that I wanted to start a business, probably 3 of the 4 years there, I was like pretty sure I was going to do it. It's like I would ask people questions constantly, and you hear what makes a good business and what can be a good business, but what can break a business if they don't do.
Yeah.
And I think the accounting one's pretty big, man. Like it's tough, like at least for me, like I can't keep up with books, numbers, books. Like I'm just not a numbers guy. It
Yeah.
took me 7 years to finish Clemson, right? So like I'm not a numbers guy. Math actually is the reason that I almost didn't finish. Like it was just crazy.
Yeah.
I had an instructor named Randy Davidson. She was hilarious. I told her that it was my 5th time taking a specific math class, which I will not name, and she told me I would break the record. And then she helped me basically pass the final exam at the end of the year. She was like, she called me and was like, "You did it. You will be finishing Clemson at some point." I was like, "Oh, thank you so much." Math is just not a strong suit of mine, and I don't use it anymore.
Yeah.
But like that just goes to, like, accounting is important. Bookkeeping, like, because one day, let's say you know, 20 years from now, I have to sell the business.
Yeah.
Or something happens. I give it to my son that hasn't been born yet, or my daughter, whoever wants it.
Yeah.
It's up for grabs. And, you know, all the books look good. Everything looks good. It's like, hey, this is like an easy transition. Like, you can run it without me.
Yeah. You don't want to give him a crap show.
Yeah. Like, you just, I don't know. So my whole goal, and like listening to my buddy that started his own business, was just like, you know, be prepared.
Yeah.
Be ahead of everything you can be ahead of. Because if you get stuck, you know, you're stuck.
Yeah. You're killing it though, dude. And like we were just saying, but like hiring out, especially specifically the fact that you're hiring out the things that you know are like weak spots that you have. Like for me, weak spots, social media. So the very first thing I did when I started the team was I hired Allie to do all of our photo and video and stuff. And then there's a girl in my BNI chapter, Maria. So she does all of our SEO and all of our Facebook posting. So like whenever the team page posts like good looking stuff, that's all them. Like it's not me, because I suck at that kind of stuff. I just don't use social media enough. I don't know what I'm doing. So it's like I could do it myself and like waste time on it, and it'll look worse. Or I can pay somebody to do it. They'll do a really good job. Will look professional, and I can spend more time making money.
And your returns are probably worth it too,
Yeah,
right? Like
100%. Yeah, yeah.
So,
but a lot of people just they take forever to make those investments.
100%. I realized, like, I didn't have social media for 2 years. Like, I deleted everything off my phone.
Yeah.
I didn't want to deal with it. So, you know, you can get stuck looking at social media in bed or you know, whatever it may be.
Toxic.
Yeah, it is, dude. Social media stinks, right? But, like, you have to have it if you're a business owner.
Yeah, 100%.
There's no choice. So, like, my wife looked at me one day and was like, "What do you not even have, like, Facebook or Instagram on your phone?" I'm like, "No." She's
Yeah.
like, "You're, like, 2 months into this thing. Like, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Okay, I'll hire somebody." And then luckily, I met a guy through a junk removal business who started a marketing company, and we had just made sense. And
Yeah.
here we are. So
That's awesome, dude. Were there any like different business ideas you had, or was the dumpster rental thing the one that really caught your eye?
man, I was on a different idea. I mean, you took me to a house in Belton Honeypath.
Yeah.
Or in Honeypath to think about flipping it.
Yeah.
Like, I was just trying to do anything and everything to escape what I was currently doing. I just, you know, it was 4 or 5 times a week. There's an 8 a.m. meeting. There's a 9:30 meeting. There's an 11 a.m. meeting. There's a meeting at 4:45. And I just was like, man, I don't control my day.
Yeah.
I'm not really in control. And I probably had 100 ideas over the last 2 to 3 years, and I just settled on dumpsters.
Yeah.
It's not, you know, I don't want to say that I'm passionate about dumpsters. I don't know if there's a passion to be had. Like, I love doing what I do. I love renting dumpsters, and I love meeting people.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know. I was not like, as a kid, I was like, you know what I want to do one day? I'm be a trash man. I'm going to be a trash guy.
I'm gonna be Dr. Dumpster.
Yeah, dude. That's my accountant literally calls me trash man.
Oh,
like,
dude.
that's just what she's trash man. Trash man. I'm like,
You should rebrand to the Dumpster Doctor.
yeah, that'd probably work, honestly, man. Those like names and stuff like that kill.
Yeah.
The biggest one I know is Trash Girl. Trash Girl. What is it? Trash Girl. The one in Charleston that has like purple and pink dumpsters.
No, I haven't seen them.
They're everywhere. I mean, it's not like I see dumpsters in other cities. I'm like, oh, look at
but
that.
you notice those ones.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, dude. They're everywhere. But yeah, I had 1,000 different ideas before, and you know, I was always in my notes app. I was watching YouTube videos. I thought about vending machines for a while, but the returns on that just didn't make sense for what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
And I thought about buying a laundromat. And I was like, yeah.
I looked into those a little bit too.
Yeah, I don't know if it's worth it right now.
Yeah.
With everything going on.
Have you seen, I've been posting about it a lot on Facebook. Have you seen the Teed Up Golf Lounge that's coming in Greer?
Yeah. That
Yeah.
looks pretty sick.
So that's David on my team. That's his baby that he's doing.
Really?
Yeah. So he's it's a 24/7 self-service golf
No
simulator
way.
lounge. Yeah. So you you know, you can go online, you book your appointment, you want to rent it for an hour, 2 hours, whatever it is. it like 10 or 15 minutes before maybe it'll text you an access code. So you get like an individual access code, let you in the front door, and the place is yours. There's no employees in there. There's not like someone breathing down your neck trying to sell you anything. You just go hang out. Dude, it looks super, super cool. He's got like a really nice golf simulator in there, like a really high-end one. It tracks your ball speed, your spin, like everything. So you just go in there. He's got like multiple TVs on the wall. Dude, like during March Madness, like that's going to be so sick. People go take a lunch break, go up there for an hour, get off work, go watch the games, hit some golf balls. Like I'm super, super excited about it.
Yeah,
but
when's it open up?
I think he's shooting for the first week of March. So like maybe end of next week, maybe the following week. We'll kind of see. But yeah, he's super excited about it. But
it sounds like a fun business venture.
Yeah. And I mean, you know me, like real estate just changed my life so much. Like when I see friends or like buddies that I know that are starting their own companies, I just get so jacked up to like help them because I know like how much it meant to me to like start my own thing. So I love supporting people that are like chasing those dreams and doing that stuff. But I mean, he's an awesome realtor. He's on my team, but like he's one of the top producers in the state. Like he made all of these lists and he won like the Remax Rookie of the Year a couple years ago with us. But
oh wow,
I mean, he's just crushing it in real estate. But he's just one of those guys that like he's always wanting to do something.
Oh yeah.
So like he's still very much going to be in real estate full time. But that's just like something that's going to be like a slow burner on the side for him that doesn't take a lot of time.
It's probably not a super big investment either, I would imagine.
Yeah, no, I mean it seemed pretty reasonable to me, but I'm stoked about it, man. And I've been posting about it so much, and I've been asking a lot of people like, "Hey, have you heard about?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, it looks so cool." And then when I tell them it's David, they're like, "Oh, that's awesome!" Like they didn't even know that it was like one of my buddies, but that's super cool, man. I'm pumped for him.
Yeah, that sounds sick, man. I mean, dude, business ventures, they rock. Like,
yeah,
you can just find fun stuff to do.
Yeah,
you know, like there's so many things. Like people talk about the American dream. And they're like, "Oh, the American dream's dead." I'm like, "Really?
No, dude.
You can come over here and be like, hey, I'll like not even dumpster related. You can just like be like, I'll pick up your trash.
Yeah.
You have trash on your house, I'll pick it up. You start a junk removal business in a day, and then figure out how to go door to door. Like you can start a business. You can literally do whatever you want.
Yeah.
That's what the beauty of America is, and anybody can do it.
Dude, I think that we're to the point right now that we are so bored as a society, and we're so privileged as a society that like when our grandfathers were in high school, dude, they were getting drafted to Vietnam. Like literally knocking on their door a month after graduating. "Hey, you want to be in the Army or the Navy?" Like, put me in the Navy. "All right, cool. You're going in the Army." Like, why'd you ask? But getting drafted, doing 2 weeks of field training, and then getting shipped across the world, you know, give them an M16. "Hey, go out there, don't die. Here's a pack of Marlboro Red 100s." Like,
and they'll make 50 movies about this 50 years from now, and they'll all be phenomenal.
And then when you get home from Nam, all the people are spitting on you, and like it's crazy. Like when you look at history, like all of human history, and like the stuff that we complain about now, and the stuff that we whine about and mope about on our $2,000 cell phones that are more technologically advanced than what got us to the moon in 1969. It's like we sit around drinking Starbucks and tweeting about how much our life sucks and how depressed we are. It's like, dude, we have it so easy right now, like historically speaking.
Yeah.
But and like you'd mentioned social media too, and like getting off social media. It is such a cesspool, dude. Like the negativity that's online is insane.
Any comments? I mean, I will say comment sections are horrible, but they are hilarious. Like I could
they're funny.
Sit and look at comment sections for like 4 hours and then be like, "What just happened?"
Dude, if you
it's a cesspool.
Yeah, but it's funny though. It's crazy because like anxiety and like mental illness right now is like the highest it's ever been, especially in America. But like we are also like theoretically we're at like the least stressful time to live like in the history of mankind. Like medical advances are way better than they've ever been. Like cost of living is a little high right now, of course, but like day to day, like you're not getting chased by lions, you're not getting drafted into a war. You have the best doctors in the world, like a phone call away, and anxiety is the highest it's ever been. But dude, like you go on social media and it's just like the most negative cesspool. There'll be a video of like a heavy guy that's like working out. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to try to lose 100 pounds. And you go to the comments and people are like calling him like a whale and like, "Oh, look at this fat ass. Like, what do you work?" It's crazy, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's messed up, but that's what social media, in my opinion, was intended to do was, you can be anonymous. You can say whatever you want to people. It's meant to divide people, right?
Yeah.
Like right now, everywhere's pretty divided
Yeah.
over the hockey team.
Yeah.
I'm like
The Super Bowl halftime show.
It's this,
everything, dude.
But that's the point of social media is like you see people all the time be like, go touch grass. It's like people can have different political opinions than you or different opinions on whatever, and you probably are normal people that can have a normal conversation. But social media it radicalizes people in their beliefs, and their personality becomes their online personality, and it's like, dude, that's not how you really are, man. Like you're gonna go kill people for what?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? You got family, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I think social media and screens and all these things, and are these noise canceling?
These I don't believe so.
Good. Don't look at noise canceling headphones. What they do to you?
Oh, do they? They drive you crazy?
It's deep, brother. It's too deep for the podcast. We'll discuss it after. But yeah, noise canceling headphones are pretty scary. But a lot of the technology, a lot of the food you put into your body, they're all saturated with chemicals. Like the water we drink, like all these little things to me, like have an impact on like how society works.
Yeah,
and
they take a toll on your mental health too, for sure.
They do, right? I mean, it does. I think a lot of people look at social media and compare their lives to other people.
Yeah.
And, like I said, I just think social media was created to drive. I think originally it was probably created for a good, like some guy, Tom on MySpace was like, I have this great idea. And everybody's like, this guy rocks. And then Tom fades away and the other social medias pick up pretty heavy. And you're like, oh, this is kind of bad.
I wonder what Tom's doing these days.
That's a great question. I hope he got paid and I hope he is just having a good time because MySpace rocked.
Dude, I bet he's probably the smartest guy of all time. Like he started MySpace, probably grew to resent social media, took his payday, rode off into the sunset. Doesn't have to be famous.
Somewhere.
Yeah, he gets to be rich, but doesn't have to be famous.
That guy rocks.
What was your MySpace song?
Dude, you can't even find it anymore. It was like a Willy Wonka song by these two rappers, and I tried. It's not even on Spotify.
So it was some bootleg stuff,
dude. Yeah, but it was on MTV music videos back in the day. But for some reason it's not on Spotify.
Huh?
It's like an Oompa Loompa rap, and these rappers are in Willy Wonka or Wonka world.
They probably got sued for copyright or something. Had to take it down.
Yeah, it's got to be. But that was my song. What was yours?
I had a couple. I had "I'm So Hood" by DJ Khaled, which is hilariously ironic. And then I had the one that I had for the longest was "Damn It" by Blink-182. That was like
it's a banger, dude.
Yeah, when I remember my MySpace, that was my little MySpace song.
I had "Homecoming" by Kanye.
That's a good one.
And it's Chris Martin. And my background was Al Capone. I got super obsessed with Al Capone, like I was a gangster. It's just dumb stuff. I literally had Al Capone and the St. Valentine's Day Massacre on my MySpace. And people were like, "Oh, this 7th grade kid, he's pretty intense, huh?"
This guy's hard.
Yeah, what a beast, dude. What a scary guy.
Mine was all videos of me skateboarding and trying to get girls to like me and failing drastically in the process.
I'm glad MySpace is gone because I had some pictures on there that are just dude, selfies and Abercrombie polos with collar pop, spiked hair. There's some pretty detrimental stuff. I did that on YouTube too. I had to delete a YouTube channel. I had YouTube in 6th grade or 7th grade when videos were straight pixelated and there was 10 people on YouTube. And we just found somebody had a camera that somehow could connect to a computer. And we would upload all these videos, and dude, my voice hadn't even dropped. At that time, I was still talking like this, oh my gosh! And I just deleted the YouTube channel, dude. It was so bad.
That's so funny. I'd pay a little bit of money to see if I could pull my old MySpace up. I'd pay $20 to have access to it and go look through all the stupid cringy crap.
Yeah, if you gave me a Celsius and a pack of Zins and I could just sit in a room by myself for 2 hours.
Yeah, it's just isolated. Nobody else gets to see this.
See old DMs, see messages you've sent to people, comments, your MySpace top 8, how you left it. Yeah,
I forgot about that, the top 8 and stuff. Man, there was some beef at school over that kind of stuff. When Snapchat came out too, I remember that was a thing. It had your 3 best friends or whatever.
Yeah, it was called a relationship killer.
Yeah, I remember a couple of relationships at Malden High getting tanked over that. Oh, dude, he's got so and so as his best friend. What the hell is that all about?
Why's your best? They eventually did a top 10 best friends.
Yeah.
So you could be
that's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, it's I don't really snap that person, but it's that's crazy. That's one that I haven't been on Snapchat in 3 years.
Yeah.
I haven't even. I don't think I haven't had it on my phone in 3 years.
I have. I get on Snapchat once a day, and I send one Snapchat to my wife, who I live with, and I share a bedroom with. Because we have a 2,000-day Snapchat streak, and she will kill me if I let it fade. And am being so serious. I literally have not Snapchatted a human being in probably 10 years besides her.
That's
But
funny.
It's so stupid. But
Yeah.
it's like a thing now. It's like a 6-year streak. Like we can't let it die at this point.
It's pretty crazy. How'd you meet your wife?
So when I was working for Publix in Columbia, she was going to USC, and she worked for a different store. Like she was with Publix, but worked at a different store. And then we would do like it was a college store, right? We were right by campus. So like for back to school, we did this big, like when all the students were moving back into town, we'd have like a huge day, like sales. We'd all have like our Carolina stuff on, all that stuff. And then she like subbed at our store on that day, and they stuck me and her together. They were like, hey, you two are going to go around, like take pictures of college students. And we had like this like picture frame, like sign thing that we were like hold like welcome back type of thing or whatever. And so we were just younger people. So like y'all go connect with college kids and like get stuff for us to post on social media. So we ran around doing that all day, and we just became buddies. Like we were just friends for a little while. We were probably 2 or 3 years before we ever started dating, but we were just buddies for a while. And then just kind of one day we're like, I think I kind of like you. She's like, I think I kind of like you too. It was like kind of funny how that works. So
Publix, man, breeds love, brother.
It breeds all kinds of stuff. But yeah, love's one of them, I guess. But
it breeds you're about to have a kid in 4 weeks. That's Publix love.
Yeah, that's
it's kind of a Publix baby.
I should get free Publix subs for the rest of my life because of that.
I'm sure if you made a social media post and like gave them the story, they'd probably be like, "Oh, free Publix for a year," but they probably wouldn't tell you in the fine print that you get like 1 sub a week or something.
Yeah,
crazy.
like one per month.
Yeah,
and
it's like just,
and you still have to pay for it. But,
yeah.
Dude, I could sit here for days and tell you the funny stories that I have from working at that store. Working at a downtown store in a college town, dude, our clientele was homeless people, college kids that were drunk and or high, and crackheads. Like that, those are the only 3 human beings that came into our store.
It's a fun group of people.
A woman gave birth in the bathroom in our store.
Did you help?
No, of course not.
But you're kind of a doctor.
Not even a little bit.
Okay.
I dropped out of community college, dude. Like, I'm not getting in there. I'm not going to. What am I going to do? But and that's probably not even like a top 3. Like, dude, it was so.
I mean,
that's
giving
a whole
birth in a
story.
Publix bathroom, that's a Publix baby. Yours is like semi-Publix baby because you've
Yeah.
been at Publix. That's a Publix baby.
No, that's a full blown, like, that
She should
baby,
actually get one
She should
sub a
have
month.
stocks. Like, they
Yeah.
need to give her public stocks. But,
Man,
or him.
that's-
I don't know if it was a boy or girl.
I don't know, man. Just someone giving birth in a bathroom at your place of work, if it's not a hospital, is pretty crazy.
Yeah, and it's not even, I'm telling you, dude, it's not even like a top 5 story. We had just the craziest stuff, but it was so fun. I left like in the height of COVID. That was when COVID hit, it changed my perspective on things. I was 22 when COVID happened. So like I was never worried like I was going to die of COVID or anything. Like I got COVID, didn't really care. I was fine. But it like seeing how corporate America like unfolded with COVID.
Are you vaccinated, dude?
I did not get vaccinated. No. But so I know you ought to sit further away.
30 days to stop
But
the spread, dude.
I'll tell you, dude, I went and I talked to my doctor and I was like, tell me, like, do you think I should get vaccinated? And he was like, no, I mean, you're young, dude. Like, you're not going to, even if you get it, you're going to be fine. Just make sure you quarantine yourself. Older people, sure. But so I just listened to him. I was like, all right, man, whatever you tell. And I even told him, I was like, if you tell me to do it, I'll do it. If you tell me not to, I won't. But my doctor's he's not the most like traditional, like get all your vaccines all the time kind of guy. So he just told me, he was like, I mean, if it was me, I wouldn't do it. And he's like in his 40s. He's like, I'm probably not going to get it until another year or so. But, take with that information what you want. So,
well, I worked for a company that told me they would fire me if I didn't get it.
Yeah.
And I got it. And on the second shot, I faked a seizure in there.
You faked a seizure?
So she was like, if anything serious happens, like I have to sit here and watch you for like 5 minutes. So she like put it in. And this I felt bad. I just am always like kind of messing with people.
Yeah.
And so like we're sitting there for like a minute, and I was like, and this lady, dude, her face.
You're lucky they didn't blast you with Narcan or something, dude.
I know, it was so bad. I just remember looking
You
at
could
her
have got
face.
a needle to the chest.
She did not think it was funny. Even like I did it for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And she was like, I think I'm gonna kill this dude.
Yeah.
But it's just like now we go to my daughter's doctor's appointments, and we'll be in there. And I'll be like, well, hey, like, I'm just saying, like, RFK said this.
Yeah.
So, like, if RFK said it, like, I'm sorry, but, like, there's no way. And, like, I'm obviously messing with the doctor, but, like, it's caused some rants, and my wife is just like, hey, don't do that. Can you stop bringing up RFK and doctor's
You're
appointments?
embarrassing me.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I can't, because it's so funny to see people's reaction to it.
Yeah.
Like, I love just saying, if you say his name in a doctor's office, you're going to get a good rant. Like, you'll get a phenomenal rant.
Yeah.
No matter how you feel on RFK,
Yeah.
you say his name in a doctor's office, you're getting a phenomenal
Well, you're going to piss
rant.
off people on both sides. So
Oh,
no matter what, someone's going to get mad at you.
Well, politics are stupid, right?
Yeah.
Really, no, it's the left and the right is dead. It's, anyways, yeah, so Fake of the Caesars, not good. Not good for the brand probably at the time. Definitely not funny.
Yeah, bold move.
Yeah, it was a bold move, Cotton, for sure. The first time I asked the lady, I was like, well, I had a cousin get this, and he – I had a cousin get this, and he lost a hand. I was like, is that just what happens? And, like, Stone Cold just asked her like that, and she's like, what? And I'm like, I had a cousin. He just doesn't even have a hand anymore. Just fell off.
Yeah, you got like a wooden –
yeah, and she's like, what are you talking? And I'm like, I'm just bad joke. Like,
Yeah.
I'll chalk that up. But as someone, I did stand-up comedy, and I have a list so long. And sometimes I just do things. Like, when I was doing that, I just would, like, create lists. And, like, sometimes I just do stuff and be like, well, I guess I can talk about this on stage. Like, this is a stupid story.
Yeah.
But I kind of did it to do it.
one day it'll be relevant.
Yeah, one day. So there's like a notes app full of just like ridiculous. But I quit doing stand up. So like my daughter probably. Now I own a business and I have a daughter and a wife, and it's just not as funny anymore to say some of the stuff I said. So I'm like, probably gonna retire that too. So sports retired, comedy retired.
Yeah, stand up's funny too because like there's always people that get angry about it, and it's like they're literally joking. Like the whole point of stand up comedy is that it's a joke. Like
yeah, some
people just take stuff so seriously, dude.
Yeah, and I said some pretty controversial stuff on stage to mess with people.
Well, that's what makes it funny though. Like it's funny to joke about that kind of stuff because it makes people a little bit uneasy.
Yeah,
and then like that's where you get the good reactions. But that's interesting. I didn't know you did stand up. I don't think I could do it.
Just fun. So, crazy enough.
Like open mic nights or what?
Yeah, I would do open mic nights. But almost 4 years ago, I got sober, and I wanted to prove to myself. I was doing good in sales, and I was like, I think everybody's kind of like, well, when I drink a couple beers, like I'm just better at talking to people, and I can do this. And I'm like, yeah. It's true. When you go out and you drink, man, it's just conversation flows.
Right.
So I told my wife, I was like, if I can do stand up like Stone Cold sober, I was like, then I can talk to anybody, anywhere, at any time.
Yeah.
So that was like kind of my like. That's the only reason I did it, and I loved it. And I kind of crushed my first time I did it, and I was like, I kind of love this.
Yeah.
So I did it a couple more times, and every time I don't want to say I crushed every time, but I did pretty good. I got laughs from people I didn't know, and I got to a point where I was like kind of messing with people on stage, like the crowd, and I was doing some crowd work, and I was like, this rocks. Like, this is fun.
Yeah.
And anyways, life just got crazy, and now I have a baby, and I'm married.
I would think that that's like genuinely, that's probably pretty good sales practice though. Like
it is
getting comfortable with just, being witty and just, pulling stuff out of a hat in front of people. And you're just kind of seeing what happens.
Dude, I wouldn't even have like bits. I would just go up there.
Just winging it.
Yeah. First time I had a bit set up.
Yeah.
Next couple of times I didn't really have anything set up.
Yeah. That's cool, dude. I didn't know you did that.
Mm-hmm.
What what are some things going on in Greenville right now that you find intriguing? Obviously, it's changed so much since we were kids, right?
Yeah. I guess they're putting that new development, like by the Bon Secours Wellness Arena.
Yeah,
like
that's gonna be really cool.
This was the biggest building in Greenville, right?
Yeah,
like they're the tallest.
Dude, have you seen the soccer field across the street over here at Bridgeway?
Yeah, man.
Have you seen it since they started building it?
Yeah, I was there like 2 weeks ago, but it's pretty crazy. It's coming up pretty quick.
It's flying up, dude. From the time they started it, you can already see like the bleacher outlines and everything. It's pretty cool.
But that'll be, and I saw they were like doing something like with like $2 tickets or.
Oh, really?
Some,
I haven't seen that
contract where they have to do $2 tickets for nights. But they're also doing concerts there.
Yeah.
So like I think
that's going to be really cool.
Yeah. I think it could be a really cool venue, and I think Bridgeway Station's awesome in general. It is crazy that the Spectrum building is just right there.
Dude, they're holding out.
Oh my God.
They need to get their asses out of there.
They just gotta go. You have this like beautiful, like Renaissance looking place, and then it's Spectrum.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm sure the Spectrum employees love walking over there and getting food.
Yeah.
But
they're killing the vibe.
It's just so out of place.
And it's even in Spectrum. I have Spectrum, so I'm not talking down on people that have Spectrum because I have Spectrum currently right now at this moment.
I get a call from them every day.
Spectrum sucks. Like, they're horrible. Like, they're awful, dude. My internet goes out all the time, and I pay for like the enhanced package or whatever. And I have like I have an Orbi mesh network, if you know like what that is. It's like it's like a $1,200 wireless router that has like satellite routers in your house.
That's
So
sick.
like download speed, dude, I get like 1,400 megabytes. Like I can download a movie in like a minute at my house, like when the internet's working. But to me, it's even funnier because Spectrum sucks so much that like they're the ones that are like killing the vibe over there. It's like that's just so Spectrum of them.
I left Spectrum and got Wow Fiber in Malden, which I don't even, dude.
We just had it put in our neighborhood, and I'm gonna switch.
Yeah, I honestly thought it was a scam at first. I was like, dude, these guys keep coming by my house. I don't even know if they're putting cables in the ground.
Yeah.
But they pitched me a price, and I'm like, that's the cheapest thing I've ever
Yeah.
heard. So I did it, and like, if it goes out, you can send a text message, and they just send power back to the router,
Yeah.
and you're good.
A lot of our neighbors switched. I wanted to wait and see what my neighbors thought of it before I made the jump. But every single person I've talked to loves it, so we're gonna do it in the next couple weeks.
Just
here.
be careful. I'm saying when you leave Spectrum, brother, they don't.
Oh,
leave
they're gonna
you.
harass me. They're not gonna take no for an answer.
Dude, I get guys coming. I have a no soliciting sign in my yard. And,
Yeah.
You know, I don't. If my daughter and my wife are at home and I'm not there, like I don't want people coming to my door.
Yeah.
So like, it's crazy to me that people just run. You know, it's always these two or three dudes. I know them. I see them on hoverboards, and
Yeah.
they come up, and I'm just like. Dude, like I'll talk through the camera and just be like, "Hey man, like there's no soliciting sign. Like I appreciate you. I've done door knocking before, but
Yeah.
like we're good, man."
Yeah, we're good.
And then that actually, along with the 4 to 5 calls a week, is pretty
Yeah.
crazy. So
That's harassment.
no, it is harassment.
We get people in our neighborhood. We get a lot of the roofers that come around. Oh, dude, shingles are jacked up. I'm like,
No,
dude,
they're not.
shut up.
And if they even knew that, like, getting a roofing claim right now with insurance is,
Oh, it's impossible.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, dude, like 18 months of just pure, like, no,
Yeah.
we tracked the storm. Your house wasn't in the storm.
Oh yeah, they'll have people on your roof just straight up lying to you, like, "No, there's no hail damage, there's like literal holes in your roof."
Yeah,
like, no,
but-
this looks fine to us. You're good.
Insurance, they don't care, man.
Yeah, they're cold, dude. They're cold hearted. But I do want to ask you one thing also. I'm trying to advocate for men's mental health a lot this year. I feel like, you know, everybody's got a buddy or everybody knows somebody that has, you know, gone through it, or unfortunately a lot of people know somebody that's taken their own life over it. But there seems to be a really big stigma with men's mental health and just not reaching out, not, you know, you're seen as weak. So I want to ask you, I've been asking everybody, what's your experience been with mental health? Have you ever had any issues with it? You ever looked into therapy or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, every guy, like, I think it's like kind of almost like a pride thing to be like, dude, I don't struggle with anything, and then you go home and you're struggling. I just think,
Right.
like you said, the stigma behind it. But yeah, man, I mean, I've gone through stuff, and like, you know, I used to be pretty anxious, but I went through something probably like 3 or 4 years ago, and I just decided to go to therapy one day. Found a guy. I was at therapy this morning, so I go once a month, talk to this guy. You know, he's a really strong Christian.
Yeah.
And we would always talk about just stuff in my life, or, you know, whatever that was bothering me, or how can I better myself. And, you know, one day we kind of reached this point. He's like, well, I feel like there's a major void in your life. And I was like, well, you know, what are you talking about? And he's like, dude, I think it's Christ, man. He's like, I think you need to like really reinvent yourself and like really find him and like really like dig deep into it. And like, man, that was probably like 8 or 9 months ago, like when my daughter was born. And he was right, man. I don't know. I'm not saying that like, you know, that doesn't heal men's problems or anything like that. But like for me, like just, you know, reading the Bible, man. I have a prayer table set up in one of my rooms now with like where I pray at night. And I light these candles, and like I pray probably 10, 15 times throughout the day. And like I don't know. Him giving me that advice for me changed the way I live and really made me rededicate myself to, you know, I was raised Southern Baptist.
Right.
I don't do Southern Baptist anymore, but it's like that just helped me a lot. And he's also helped me through a lot of other stuff in life, like, you know, just little stuff. I think even if you go to therapy but you don't have anything major going on in your life, sometimes it's just nice to talk to somebody that's like an unbiased voice.
Right, yeah.
Like you don't have to be, you know, sometimes the stigma behind therapy is, oh, you're crazy. And it's like, no, you just need to talk to somebody, man. Like this dude has like he doesn't really have like an investment in my life, right? Like he just wants to he hears me talk, he responds with his opinion, and he gives me advice, and it's just unbiased, right? Like it's a voice in your life that's not pulling you this way or pulling you this way. It's just an unbiased voice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's nice sometimes too to have someone like you said that's like unbiased being a really big part of it, but it's also kind of nice just having somebody that's a stranger even because
Yeah.
like you don't really open up to strangers ever, but a lot of us don't even open up to people that we know. But it's nice to have somebody that just like they're not going to judge you. You know that they're just there to help. They're there to listen, and I think a lot of people get the best results in coming out of those dark places when they do therapy and things like that. But now like there's what's the online one called? BetterHelp?
BetterHelp.
Yeah. They sponsor like everything, but
They do.
I see them all the time on like different podcasts and stuff that I listen to. But like now there's stuff like that. I mean, you can even do it from home. Like you could literally just sit on your own couch and you don't even have to worry about like driving to go meet people or whatever. But that's something that I'm trying to really advocate for this year. I try to every year, and a lot of this is faith based for me, but every year I try to find something that like I really want to get behind and try to make it a known thing that year. But for me this year, it's men's mental health. I know a few people that have taken their own lives over the last several years, and even outside of that, just I know a lot of guys that just really struggle with it. So if I can kind of help, be a voice that speaks out on that kind of stuff and brings it to light, because you never know what people are going through, man. Robin Williams, I mean, happiest guy in the world, made everybody laugh all the time. You'd never thought that's the guy that was dealing with it.
It's the funniest people, man.
Yeah.
You never know. And I'm with you. Just talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Even if when you're at your lowest, man, like if you just pick up the phone and call somebody, like I think people are a lot more receptive and less judgmental when you do that anyways.
Yeah.
I think it's just like getting there.
Yeah.
And it's just making that phone call, man. Like if you have one of your buddies, your wife, like I talk to my wife about everything.
Yeah.
Literally everything. And you just have to not be afraid to either go to therapy, talk to somebody. Like you just have to get it out. If you're struggling, you got to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Sitting in that does no good for anybody, man.
Right.
It kind of sinks you deeper, and then you start isolating yourself, right? And like once you isolate yourself, at that point, it's like you got to get out of it, but you're sinking.
Yeah.
So it makes it even more difficult. But yeah, it's a great thing to get behind, man.
Yeah.
Men's mental health is super important, and I would advocate for it a million times. So I like that you're doing it, man.
I'm with you on the faith thing too. I know you brought me a little prayer cross before the show. That's super cool. But a lot of my stuff is rooted in my faith too. But I felt like when I was at Publix there, like towards the end, I wasn't happy with my job, dude. Like I don't know if you felt this way when you were at your previous job, but I worked early in the morning. Like at the end of my run at Publix, I was in the bakery. So I would clock in at 4 a.m. and I'd be done at like 1 or 2 in the afternoon. Whew. And dude, it'd be like 7 a.m. and I'd just be looking at my clock and I'm like, all right, I got 6 hours left. I got lunch break in an hour and a half. I just got to work for another hour and a half. And then it just became so like, it was just, everything was like moping. And then I'd be on my lunch break and I got an hour, right? Like I lived right down the road from work. I could go home, take a nap. I can go eat. And I'd just be sitting there the whole time, almost like anxious about it. Like, oh man, I got to clock back in 35 minutes, and like, oh, I got to clock back in 20 minutes. Like, I'm not even enjoying my time off. And after a while, dude, I'm at home. Like, it's my day off. And I'm like, oh, dude, it's already 2 o'clock. I got to go to bed at 9 since I got to be up at 3. I got to go back to work in the morning. It's like, it started to consume everything. It's like, I can't even enjoy my time off because I'm just so unhappy in what I'm doing. But and COVID pushed that a lot too, because being essential worker during COVID was just hell. And so to me, that was a big thing that pushed me towards starting my own thing and doing real estate too. So, I think that sometimes if you react to it the right way, some of your darkest times can bring out the best parts of your life. You just got to be willing to kind of see those things.
Yeah. It's kind of like if your back's against the wall, how do you respond?
Yeah.
And, I joke about myself. I'm kind of like a cockroach. Like I figure it out. I survive, right?
I'm like a cockroach.
They just survive. Just what they do. They just figure it out.
Yeah.
Figure out a way to survive, man. But yeah, on that, if I had to hear another WebEx message come through my phone, or a WebEx call, I couldn't take it. I would get a message from somebody and be like, dude, what are they even talking about? Like the last 6 months, really the last 9 months, I was with my former company. They paid me pretty well, but I was not exactly – like I was figuring out what I really wanted to do. Yeah. And I'm glad that they let me bide my time because my first couple of years I was there. I was I made President's Club. I did all the great sales stuff. I was great sales. I was a company man.
Yeah. That's how I was at Publix.
Yeah, right? Like, and you got to be the company guy sometimes. Yeah. But I don't like the politics, and everything was so political. And I just, when we went on this President's Club trip, like I saw the people that were there, and I'm like, these aren't the people that I like.
Yeah.
It's just, everything's designer. It's all designer this, designer that. I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not design. Like, what the heck is going on here, dude? Like, I'm looking at Amy. I'm like, what? I'm like, babe, you don't have enough. You didn't spend $20,000 on plastic surgery. Like,
Yeah.
You don't fit in here.
We don't belong here.
Yeah. Like, and I was like, this is not. So, anyways, I could go deep about all that, but needless to say, like, yeah, towards the end, man, I was just like, dude, I don't want to do this. This is crazy for me. And like, I'm sure my boss and like my VP were probably like, yo, what's going on, man? Like, you're kind of the bell cow here. What's happening? But yeah, I worked it out. Like I said, I got a promotion and took another job internally starting in like June or July when I came back, and did it for a couple months. I actually made a sale. I got lucky, but I really wasn't working too hard, man. I'll tell you that. I was truly at that time figuring out how to go out on my own.
Yeah, your mind's in other places at that point.
Yeah, and like
that's how my last few months at Publix were. I was just there.
And when you're there, buddy, there's no until you make there's no coming back.
Yeah, you can't be salvaged at that point.
They were tracking phone calls and stuff too at that point. Like everybody was like, you got to make 40 phone calls today. You got to send 32 emails. Hey man, if you didn't send 32 emails, we're gonna spank you. And I was like, yo, dude, that's crazy. Like this is corporate America. You can't spank somebody.
What if I like it?
Yeah, that didn't happen. That's crazy. That did not happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it just got to the point where I was like, this isn't what I want to do. Like I want to go when you work for yourself too, and like it's like, hey man, if my daughter one day has something to do, if I have to be at a doctor's appointment, I'm always there.
I'm there.
I'm not missing that, man. Like I'm not missing my daughter grow up to be on an 11:30 a.m. call where they're just going over the same numbers they've been over 40 times this week.
Yeah.
Like it got to the point, and I didn't voice it a ton, right? Like I was like kind of a positive person in my company. But I was like, dude, this is making me go crazy.
Yeah.
So
it's so funny, dude. It's like your story is so similar to mine, like how I felt at Publix, but
we broke bad, dude.
Yeah, you get to a point where like you just really know like it's time. But I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you for making the leap, and I'm proud of you for starting your company. And you guys are killing it. It looks like you're doing great. Social media looks awesome, but
yeah, thank you, man.
Obviously, if there's anything I can ever do to help, man, I'm all here. But
just if you could invest $100,000 right now,
maybe not that.
Just here, no, I'll let you sign this contract right here on my phone.
Go ahead and Venmo me. Yeah. 6 figures.
You Venmo me 6 figures, buddy. You got 2% of the company for the next 6 months.
Dude, Shark Tank pitch.
Yeah.
We'll get you on Shark Tank soon.
Yeah, man. But nah, for real, dude, I really do. I appreciate you having me on. I think it's super cool you're starting a podcast.
Yeah.
From one former podfather to another, it's cool to do it because you meet a lot of interesting people, man.
Yeah. I'm excited about people I'm meeting, dude.
Yeah, we had cool conversations.
Had the mayor of Lawrence last week. I've got the mayor of Fountain in probably in the next couple weeks, and then I actually have a guy that's running for U.S. Senate that wants to do one, but he's not like a big name guy. But
that's still sick, though.
But I don't know if I want to get into all that because I don't want to. I'm not a big politics guy.
Well, just to see who he took money from.
Yeah. Just ask him all the hard questions.
Yeah.
I asked the mayor of Lawrence, I'm like, yo, what's up? Are the aliens real? And he just laughed. I'm like, no, like I really want an answer. He's like, you think I would know? I'm the mayor of Lawrence.
Well, I mean, Obama said they were real.
Yeah, I know. We talked all about it.
Trump said they were real.
We came to the conclusion that they're most likely real. That was where I landed with him. But closing, last thing I want to ask you, I ask everybody this. What's one thing that you're grateful for today?
My daughter and my wife. Yeah. My faith.
Yeah. Fast answer, good answer.
But it's every day. What do I do? I wake up, I get to see my daughter, I get to kiss my wife, I get to pray, and I get to live in Jesus' name, man. I mean, it's the dream.
That's awesome, dude. We're not so different, you and I.
No, I think we're very similar. What are you thankful for today?
Yeah, I would say same thing, dude. My wife's due in exactly a month, so I'm so excited, dude. I can't wait to be a girl dad. I can't wait to be a dad, but I've already got I'm that guy, dude. I already have a playlist on my phone on Spotify that I'm making. It's called Who Sings This? I'm going to be that guy. Hey, who sings this song, Lakin? Lincoln Park. Hell yeah. Like I'm going to be that dad. Like that's me to the T. But I'm so excited, dude. My brother's got 2 daughters, so
it's an amazing thing, man.
Yeah, it's cool watching them grow up. His oldest daughter, Millie, has like her first loose tooth right now. She's 5, about to be 6 in a couple months, but it's just crazy to me because I feel like she was born like a month ago, but it's really cool to like watch him grow up and just see him. My brother's like the best role model ever for me. He's 5 years older than me, but to see him and like the way that he is a girl dad, it's just awesome. But I'm excited, man, and I'm really thankful for you being here, man. I appreciate it. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, dude, I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me, brother. And dump and done.
Dump and Done.
That's Dump and spelled out. Done. Dumpster rentals.
And regardless of the race car number 1 in your heart.
Yes. But look out for the Dump and Done race car because that's happening.
Dude, I'm gonna cut them off in traffic. Yeah. I appreciate you being here, bro.
Yeah. Thanks, Justin, brother.
Yep.